Home for me is stability. Home for me is security.
It's a place that's familiar. It's a place to be comfortable.
Home is where people help each other, gather together, and enjoy each other's life here on earth. That is home for me.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry, baby? Are you hungry?
The members of my family are getting older and are having disabilities. In order for my house to be functional for disabled persons, it will take a lot of money to build a ramp, and I couldn't afford it.
If I had to leave my home, I would feel angry, I would feel sad.
If I personally had to leave my home, I would probably feel defeated.
If I had to leave my home, I wouldn't know what to do. My husband had a drinking problem, which became worse. The house started falling apart, but he didn't want anybody in the house at all. My husband died in August of 2020. After COVID and looking at the state of the house, I needed a better life.
It's all right, Kelly. It's all right, baby girl.
Marissa has always had a multi-generational home.
My aunt, she will be just staying home, not be able to get out.
We're gonna help her family by putting in an aluminum ramp so everyone can access the house.
What Rebuilding Together is going to do, they are going to paint my house, Tranquil Taupe and Sequoia Redwood for the trim. Rebuilding Together is going to fix the sink in my kitchen. I haven't been able to use that in several years. And they're gonna cut down the weeds in my backyard and the weeds along the side of my house.
National Rebuilding Day is an annual celebration of the rebuilding work that we do to provide safe and healthy housing for everyone.
We bring volunteer teams together from local companies to perform the repairs. We like to think of ourselves as the ones who preserve the affordable home ownership in the county.
We work with a group of construction captains, skilled volunteers, who act as project managers for each project site that we have.
It's such an honor to give back to the community. Not only that, but to give back to one of our neighbors, folks that live right down the street from us.
When you invest in the community looks very favorably upon that company because they know that they're not just here to just do business, but they're here to be part of the overall fabric of the entire area.
We make it possible for folks who too often are struggling already to at least have a safe and healthy home.
The volunteers on these projects are so important because without them, none of this happens.
I volunteer because it makes me feel good inside to help others that are in need.
I always say that come out and have a fun day with us. Right? Come out, meet some people from your company, have some fun, and take pride in your work. It's the best way to do it.
Rebuilding Together on that day primed my house, painted my house, and Rebuilding Together also finished my kitchen. I have a functioning sink. I can actually stand in front of it, which I couldn't do before. Rebuilding Together also cleared my backyard. which was amazing. And it's changed my life. Rebuilding together, their work has given me hope. After my husband died, I was actually losing hope. I love this house. I love my neighborhood. We used to have a lot of people over. I can see that happening again.
The ramp will benefit my aunt who lives here. Now she doesn't have to struggle going down the steps. I know I'm getting old also, and one day I might need that ramp. That would be a great help for me to continue on living here. It would be very sad if I have to leave this house. I know I prayed for it and it's a gift from God, and I want to pass that gift to my children.